Yo, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to hopefully what is the second episode of the Binding of Isaac series. My name is Quintessential, and we are going to start a new run. I know it's been a while since the last episode, but honestly, I just have not been able to record because of how goddamn hot it gets in my room during the summer. Like, I rent a room. A pretty cheap room, actually. I only pay like $400 a month for it, and it's a decent room. It's a decent size. But this house has no goddamn AC. We only have one of those windowed AC units that plugs into that's currently plugged into the main hallway. But it's not strong enough to reach into my room, which is kind of tucked away in the back corner of the house. So the summers here have been ridiculously hot lately, like easily in the 90s plus. And since my room has no air conditioning and I'm on the top floor of the house, it just gets so musty inside of my room, like to the point where I have a fan and it gets so hot and the air gets so thick in here that if I don't have the fan on high power and blowing right at my face, like I just cannot breathe. Like, it gets that hot. So whenever I've tried to do some recordings, I just have not been able to bear, first of all, how freaking hot I get and how much I start sweating, but also the fact that I cannot breathe. And so not being able to breathe is obviously a pretty big problem, but when you're talking, you obviously need more breath than if you weren't talking, so it's just not feasible to record under those conditions. And today is the first day in a while where it hasn't been disgusting inside of my room. Like, it's actually pretty decent. It's a pretty decent level in my room right now. So it's the first time that I've had a chance to record some episodes. Maybe we'll do a few today so that if it happens again, I can keep uploading. But yeah, it's nice temperature in my room, so I decided to take advantage of that and do some recording. We'll see how the session goes. Hopefully it goes well. How's the run going right now? It's going pretty well. I mean, Mom's Contact is a great item. Isaac has pretty good base stats. I mean, he's basically like the Mario of Isaac. He's the most well-rounded character. Speaking of which, did you guys watch E3? Because Super Mario Odyssey looks amazing. First of all, that ability they gave him of his hat, like when he throws his hat on something, he can possess it or whatever. It looks pretty interesting. We'll take experimental treatment and see what it does. Slow fire rate. Looks like our fire rate went down. Our speed went down too. Should we keep clearing these rooms? Let's clear the rooms and see if we get a spirit heart to protect our deal with the devil interests for the next floor. I don't think we're gonna make it out of this corner without taking hit. Oh, we made it. But yeah, man, E3 this year as a whole was pretty shit. I'm gonna die here because that champion. Oh, I lived. E3 was pretty trash. I mean, Bethesda somehow managed to piss everyone off with their paid mods, and I know there's a debate going around right now as if it's actually paid mods. At first, when they first played that section of the video where they were talking about that program, that paid mod program, it sounded really cool. If you don't know what it is, it's basically like they're mods, but they're mods that are being officially ported into the game by Bethesda themselves. This is for Fallout 4, by the way. I'm not sure if it's on Skyrim, but I know for a fact that it is on Fallout 4. So they're basically regular ass mods that the Fallout 4 developers are going to port officially into Fallout 4. And at first it sounded cool. I was like, oh wow, this is gonna be like, you know, some free content. I might actually get back into Fallout 4 and play it. But then during the video, there's a little one on the bottom right corner. There was something that said credits, and then it said like 500 credits. And then each mod that they were showing off in the video cost a certain amount of credits. So obviously people came to the conclusion, you know, well, how do you get credits? You fucking buy them with money. And that pissed people off, and rightfully so. So, I mean, I'm probably not, or I'm definitely not going to be taking part of that system. First of all, because I think it's bullshit. But second of all, Fallout 4 just isn't a good enough of a game to stand on its own merits. The reason people modded the hell out of Skyrim was because the base game was that good. And Fallout 4, I mean, in my personal opinion, just was not as good. Ys Mascara is a death sentence with our super low rate of fire. That is just trash. Let's use this pill. Health down, awesome. What was I saying? Yeah, Fallout 4 isn't nearly as good of a game as Skyrim was, I think. I never even beat it, to be honest. I stopped a little bit before what I'm pretty sure was gonna be like the final mission. But it just didn't compel me in the slightest to finish the storyline. So that happened, and Bethesda, they didn't announce any new games outside of what was it? Well, let's take this battery and re-roll this shit over here. What was that game? Wolfenstein, which isn't even developed by Bethesda. And the Evil Boo Within 2. This is worth it. Let's keep going until we get a bomb, and if we happen to get another reroll, we'll reroll. So the Bethesda conference was shit. What else did they talk about? They talked about Fallout 4 VR, which looked meh. They talked about what was it? Doom VR, VFR. And it looked pretty stupid, just based solely off the fact that the only way for you to move is like to teleport around the arena or whatever, which in a game that is as fast-paced as Doom just isn't feasible. So that's dead in the water in my opinion. Bomb coins, that's fine. Let's try to get another reroll for the Deal with the Devil. We'll go check out the curse room. So Bethesda was just ass. EA was pretty terrible too. The only thing that they had going for them was Battlefront 2, which looks pretty cool. I just don't see why the hell they're just simply not copying everything that Battlefront did on the PS2. I mean, the game is there, just do it again. I'm not sure if there's like trademark issues or licensing issues as to why they won't or can't do that. But that's all everyone wants, is just old school Battlefront 2, and for some reason they're not doing it. There's no Galactic Conquest. I honestly feel like they're doing it on purpose. Like, they made Battlefront 1 so bare bones because they know that people are going to be like, oh well, Battlefront 2 is surely going to have Galactic Conquest and all this extra shit. Nope. It did not have it. Well, now everybody's like, well, they're either going to release it as DLC for Battlefront 2 or it's going to be in Battlefront 3. So they're milking the shit out of OG Battlefront as slowly as they can, and drip feeding everything to everyone who buys Battlefront. I don't own Battlefront. I've played it. It was alright. It looks amazing though, I will give it that. It looks fucking incredible. But Battlefront 2 was definitely the star of the show with EA. What else did EA talk about? Forza 7. They showed off that fucking crazy car. It was it a Porsche 911? Which looked pretty sweet. I'm not a big racing Forza guy. They did announce the new Need for Speed. I don't remember what it's called. Is it like Rivals or something like that? I mean, it looks alright. It looks like a Fast and Furious, the video game. I don't think we need anything else in this floor, so let's get out of here. Let's pop these poops and hope we get a petrified poop or something. But our rate of fire is so freaking slow, Jesus Christ. It's painful. No petrified poop. Can Larry poops even have stuff inside of them? I don't know. But EA, man, Need for Speed is basically a fucking Fast and Furious. Obviously, they showed off their sports, NFL and FIFA. NFL is getting a story mode, which I thought was pretty cool. FIFA got a story mode, I think that was last year or a couple of years ago, which I never played. I'm not a huge FIFA guy. I know how to play and I'm decent, but I don't buy them myself. They did the sports games. What else? They showed off the DLC for Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 is actually a fucking amazing game. Like, if you guys haven't played it, you are doing yourself a disservice. It's a great game. It looks awesome. It sounds incredible. It's and the World War I setting is just so visceral and so violent. Like, it's awesome. It just feels like you're in a fucking World War I movie. The only thing I wish Battlefield 1 had that it doesn't is Gibbs. Like, I think you can like shoot people's arms and legs off and blow them into pieces. Maybe not, but that'd be pretty cool if it did. I don't know, maybe it does. It's been a while since I've played, but what I have played of it, it's a fucking sweet game. What else did EA talk about? Did they show off any... What else did EA talk about? That can't have been it, right? Fucking Battlefront, the sports games, Need for Speed, Forza. Oh, Forza was on the Xbox conference. I'm sorry. No wonder I was feeling confused. I don't know what the hell EA talked about. It must have not been noteworthy if I don't remember it. Not that my opinion matters, but if it was worth talking about, I remember it. The Microsoft conference, again, they had Forza. They showed off the Xbox One X, which the presentation itself of the Xbox One S was really fucking cool. Like that little introductory montage that they did, it did a really good job of selling the console as a fucking powerhouse of a console, which it is. I mean, native 4K 60 FPS 100% of the time. What is this, Gemini? Reroll, son. Do we have any batteries? Let's try to get a charge, and if... I don't think I want Forget Me Now anyway, so we'll leave that behind. But let's try to get another charge. What was I talking about? Yeah, the Xbox One X itself, it's a freaking sweet console. Dice shard. I mean, we might as well use the dice shard for the reroll. The thing about it was that afterwards, they had like just games after games after games after games that they were showing previews of or whatever. Smartfly, if we can reroll it, we'll reroll it, but if not, it's a decent pickup. And the games that they showed, just, I mean, in my opinion, they just did not do a good job of selling the Xbox One X and the things that it can do. You know, 4K, 60 FPS. For one, I don't understand why the hell they didn't talk about Halo 5 in 4K. That would have been, I think, that would have looked incredible, even though Halo 5, the campaign itself is, depending on who you talk to, either completely average or completely trash. You can't doubt that Halo 5 looks amazing, because it does. I don't know why they didn't show Halo 4 and Halo 5 in 4K or anything like that. I don't know why the fuck they didn't do Halo 3 Anniversary, man. I was like legitimately about to cry when the presentation ended and there was no Halo 3 Anniversary. Like why not? Why would you break tradition? And you know 343 makes that argument, well, Halo 3 looks good enough on its own and it doesn't need to be freshened up as much as the other games did, and I can agree with that. Halo 3 still to this day looks amazing. But man, the cutscenes that what's the place called? whoever it is that did the cutscenes for Halo 1 Anniversary and Halo 2 Anniversary, god damn, especially Halo 2 Anniversary. Those cutscenes look fucking incredible. Dark Bum might be the end of us, but it's worth picking up because he has a pretty decent chance of giving us HP. Hanged Man. I have some red hearts laying around here, so let's pick those up. But I just couldn't believe that they didn't do Halo 3 Anniversary. I was heartbroken, man. Like, honestly, I think they're gonna have to do it. They have to do it eventually. It's just inevitable. It has to be done. I mean, the timing was perfect. Halo 3, imagine if they did, oh wow. We need blank card. But imagine if they showed off the Xbox One X, and one of the main games that they used to show off the 4K 60 FPS was not only Halo 5 4K 60 FPS, excuse me, but also Halo 3 Anniversary in 4K 60 FPS. Like, it just makes perfect sense. I don't know why they did it. I mean, I gotta imagine that they know what they're doing. I mean, they're the ones calling the shots and I'm not, but it just seems like such a boneheaded decision, man. There's no content update for the Master Chief Collection. It's dead in the water. I don't understand why there's no Halo. I mean, I mean, for sure Halo 6 is they're gonna have to talk about it next year, but I don't know, man. Halo, the fact that Halo was missing. Wait, we have the Hangman. We can take blank card. But do we want blank card? I think we'll take blank card just because the D6 can get so fucking boring sometimes. Because I try to min-max the charges as much as I can, and I don't think it makes for very compelling videos. But anyways, yeah, that was Microsoft. They showed off a bunch of quote-unquote exclusives, which were really just Windows exclusives. So a lot of those exclusives were either games that were already in early access on Steam, like Hello Neighbor, or they were games that were also going to be released on Windows 10. Which, I mean, I guess you can argue, yes, they are technically exclusive because they're never coming to PS4 or Nintendo Switch. But no, I think Microsoft tried to change what the word exclusive means a little too much. Some of the games that they showed off, Hello Neighbor, Players Unknown Battlegrounds, they didn't really show off. They just had like a quick montage and that it's going to be coming to early access to Xbox. I'm pretty sure they're going to have some type of early access, and you can rest assured that I'll stream the hell out of that. I have an Xbox One. I really just want to... The only game that I'm interested in for the Xbox is Players Unknown Battlegrounds right now. And what's that game called with the zombies? That Fortnite looks fucking awesome. I think it's next year, or not next year, next month, or maybe even next week. It was the 28th, either 28th of June or July that game is coming to the game preview program on the Xbox. It's gonna cost like $40, but the game is gonna go free to play eventually. I think for me that game might actually be worth paying early access for, because it's been in development for like, I mean, I think it was like 5 fucking years ago that they showed that off, because I remember being so hyped for it. Maybe not 5 years ago, maybe like 3. Puberty. What is this again? I don't know. The virus. Wow. But I'm definitely gonna buy Fortnite early access when it comes out. PUBG, of course, you know, like I said, I'm definitely gonna be picking that one up when it happens. What other games? Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves looks fucking awesome. I actually signed up on Rare's website to hopefully get into the alpha for the game. But I haven't gotten an email yet, so I'm hoping that happens, and of course I'll stream the shit out of that. Let's buy a card in here and see what it does for us. The Devil, I mean, that's decent. That's decent to blank card. They had that weird fox with the tail at the end, in the middle of the little game montage. I don't know, man. The games that they use to show off, I mean, the games themselves weren't necessarily showing off the 4K capabilities of the Xbox One X, but I think that's kind of what everybody was expecting, that the games that were being shown directly after the Xbox One X reveal were going to show off just the power and the things that the Xbox One X is capable of doing. I'm just gonna start calling it Xbox because that's what it abbreviates to. That the Xbox would be capable of, but I mean, it's just a bunch of indie titles. One of those games looked freaking sweet. What was it? The Last Night or the First Night, something like that. That like retro cyberpunk game that they had in the montage. That game looks awesome. And I can't think of any other games that are worth mentioning that were at the Xbox conference. Doesn't the devil give you a red heart when you use it? Or is that strength? Yeah, I guess it's strength. Well, we can't take any of these because we'll die, so let's move on. I think that's pretty much it for the Xbox conference. Sorry, I'm checking messages on my phone. Sony, I mean, everybody was just waiting and dying and begging for Sony to come in and save the day with the shit that they talked about. And while their conference was definitely better than Microsoft's, I don't think Sony stole the show like they had in previous years. The highlights of the show for me were definitely God of War, definitely Spider-Man. Monster Hunter looks fucking awesome. I've never played a Monster Hunter game, but I'll play the shit out of that. There was another game that they showed off. Fuck. I'm taking a lot of terrible damage. Yeah, Monster Hunter, Spider-Man, God of War, Days Gone. Is that what the zombie game is called? That game looks fucking awesome. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, another zombie game. Wanna be Last of Us clone? You're not necessarily wrong, but I'm just a huge fan of zombies, and I'm still waiting for the day when like my perfect zombie game comes out. Like my perfect video game is Left 4 Dead combined with like open world, like Minecraft building and exploring, combined with like an RPG loot system like fucking Diablo has. That is a game that I will spend. When that game comes out, I will never play anything else. Like that's all I would ever need. That would be a dream come true for me. And Fortnite kind of looks like it's gonna be that. Days Gone looks like it's gonna be the Walking Dead of video games, zombie games. Very drama focused, but it looks fucking cool. Spider-Man, I think, definitely was my #1 choice for best of show for PlayStation. It just looks fucking sweet. I know a lot of people were bitching about the QuickTime events, and I mean, to be honest, I'm not a fan of QuickTime events, but I'm not necessarily opposed to them either, so I'm cool with it. God of War looks awesome. I actually have never played any of the God of War games, except the first one that I only got like halfway through. I got to the part where you have to have sex with that one god. The world. I'd rather have the world. I don't remember what or the goddess. Was it like Aphrodite or whatever their names were? I'm not up to scratch on my. I'm getting sucked in on my Greek mythology lore. What else did PlayStation talk about? I think that's pretty much it. That's all noteworthy, or that I can remember right now. Glitch baby. Let's wait and see if we somehow get something to re-roll it with in this room. I doubt we will. Nope, whatever. We'll pick up Glitch Baby, we'll fight the boss, we'll go down to the next floor, use the blank card to activate the world card, and move on with our lives. Should we take the bomb diffuser instead of Pinky Eye? I mean, we already have poisons here, so why not? Nintendo definitely stole the show with their Metroid 4, Super Mario Odyssey, that weird slash incredible looking Rabbids plus Mario XCOM clone. That game looks fucking sweet. I don't have a Switch, but I'd play that game if I could. And that picture of the game director crying when what's his name, Miyamoto called him, or not called him out, but noticed him amongst the crowd. That was a great picture. That's just awesome. That's definitely the game worth looking forward to. As for Metroid 4, I've played all the Metroid games. Metroid 1 was incredible. Metroid 2 and 3 were pretty good. I think 3 was definitely the black sheep of the group though. Of course, Super Mario Odyssey looks pretty cool too. They showed off DLC for Breath of the Wild, which I haven't played because, you know, I don't have a Switch. But everyone's saying it's one of the greatest games of all time already. Fuck you, Krampus. Die. Krampus has said, nah, we'll stick with blank card. So yeah, Nintendo's was pretty sweet. Ubisoft's conference was pretty fucking boring. I mean, Skull and Bones or whatever their Sea of Thieves ripoff is, I mean, it just reeks of Sea of Thieves ripoff in my opinion. I mean, they first showed off Sea of Thieves like 3-4 years ago, and I mean, it's just it's not a coincidence that Ubisoft just happened to be developing a fucking pirate game at the exact same time that Rare was doing it. They probably caught wind of the game and were like, oh, that looks cool, let's make one of our own. Not that it's necessarily a bad thing, you know, competition breeds improvement, but oh, let's use the world card. Oh, we can't, we have Curse of the No Map. I think Death is better though than the world card. But it just reeks of, hey, that looks cool, let's do that one too, because we're running out of ideas. I mean, honestly, I am personally more inclined towards playing Sea of Thieves than I am Skull and Bones. Just because every single Ubisoft game that I've played just has not captured my attention. I played The Division, and the only reason I played that was because all of my friends got it. And we all stopped playing it after like 3 or 4 months. I mean, it was fun during that time, but we stopped playing it just because it didn't really hold our attention. I'm gonna fucking die. I've been taking so much awful damage. Spirit Heart? I'll just do 9 volt, sure. Converter. Does that give you... I don't think that's gonna benefit us in any way, so let's buy this, whatever. Yeah, and For Honor, I just didn't really like. The only good game they've made that I've liked lately was Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege is actually an amazing game, but everything else has been pretty meh for me. Ghost Recon was whatever. I'm really surprised that there's been no Splinter Cell lately. I mean, a Splinter Cell OG Trilogy Remaster is like a blank... Fuck, I'm dead. Is a blank check in my opinion, but I don't know, we'll see if they end up doing something with that. But I died, so I guess that's it for this episode, you guys. I just started another run, but I think we'll do one run per episode for now. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed my E3 random thoughts that were coming out of my head. If you agree or disagree, sound off in the comments. We can have a cool discussion. But thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you feel so inclined, and I will see you all next time.